Hi everyone, it's Dawn Fisher, Morning Glory Needleworks. Welcome to my 39th FlossTube video. I'm a little late. Usually I have it out on the 1st, but you'll see some stuff's been going on. I'm fine, but there's a lot going on. I just want to talk about everything. Do my usual intro blurb. Again, things are going crazy here. Underneath the video, there'll be a section, it's comments or description section, whatever you want to call it. And in there are the links to the Morning Glory Needleworks Etsy site, Instagram, Stitch of the Month, the Morning Glory Needleworks Facebook page, buy me a coffee, all that stuff. I also have links to a couple of fun things I'm going to be talking about. And as always, thank you to everybody who's subscribed and watches my videos. Also, I break my videos into chapters so you can go directly to the part of the video you want to see. Hopefully you'll watch the whole thing. Maybe you want to watch it again. You want to learn the stitch of the month, which it's August 1st. So we have a new stitch of the month. So that's my intro blurb. But I'm going to do my little life update. And well, life has been really good and very challenging lately. As you can see, I did get new glasses. I ordered really nice. I got everything I wanted with all the bells and whistles, progressive lenses, non-glare, so I can watch or I can wear them doing my videos, because my other glasses I wore all the time didn't have non-glare and you could see the reflection. And so I had a pair I wore just, these are actually computer glasses that I wore only while I was in here. My prescription did get a little better in one eye. This eye is like really bad. So I can't see the big E on the chart. That's how bad my right eye is. Anyway, I have the transition. So when I go outside, I don't need sunglasses. I wore contacts for so many years, and then I was having problems, and I just said the heck with it and went back to glasses. So this time I said, I'm just getting everything I want, and they're really cool. They're kind of, you see, they're fun and funky. My eye doctor doesn't offer a lot, and not only the best thing was, I was looking around and all the frames, were over $200, and then way over on one wall, there was this wall with the cheap frames that are only like $90 or whatever. These were there. So these were like $100 cheaper than the other frames I was looking at that I didn't like as much. So anyway, that was one of my good things. Another good thing is tomorrow, August 2nd, I am leaving for a 3-day retreat. I'm so excited. It's in Jacksonville, Florida, and I'm really excited to get away, and you'll see why in a minute. I get to, the best thing is I get to stitch for 3 days, plus I get to sell my patterns and other fun things like that, and just see all my stitching friends. So I'm really excited. There's a fly in here, so if you see something flying around, you're not going crazy. And more good news. I'm going to get the good stuff out of the way. I've been contacted by a group here in Florida, and I'm going to be teaching there in late fall. So I'm very excited about that. I can't give out any details. You'll probably have to be a member of their guild to take the class, but I'm very excited. So I have quite a few classes that I'm teaching. And actually on August 2nd, the Embroiderers Guild online class starts. The Star Spangled Sampler back there. That class starts tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that. Now, the bad things, I'm surprised I can smile about this stuff because it's been kind of bad. This is one of the lesser bad things. I have 2 Facebook accounts. I have my regular one, which is more family. I get a little political sometimes, not as much lately as I used to be. But, and then I have one that's only for my needlework. That's the one I use. I have the Morning Glory Needleworks Facebook page, but this one, it's the Dawn R. Fisher Facebook account. That one is, I don't do anything but needlework stuff on it, and or good things, you know, stuff like that. But somehow I actually deleted all the cookies on my computer, and I was having problems. Anyway, I can't get into it anymore. It will not recognize the password I've been using for years. It hasn't been hacked because I've gone in and looked at it. I can, because I'm Facebook friends with myself, I can go in and look at it. There are no posts that I know of that I can see that are weird. I just can't get in there. I've tried everything. I mean, I have spent hours. I have watched videos on Google. They say, you know, well, we'll send a code to your phone. Well, my phone is attached to my other Facebook account. You can't use the same phone for two different Facebook accounts. Oh, there goes the fly. Anyway, there's I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, so they also have a thing where you can, they will send you a 6-digit code to your email. Well, it's not coming through. I don't know why. I have tried to send it, I don't know, 30 times over days, and it won't come through. I tried it with my other Facebook page, my regular one, which is Dawn Fisher, no R in the middle, and the email came right through. So I don't know if it's my email. It's not in my spam. I know how to check all that stuff. I clean out my spam at least once a day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, especially if I'm waiting for something. Anyway, so that's very frustrating. I've tried to contact Facebook, and if you've ever tried to contact Facebook, that doesn't work. They don't care. They don't care about you. Anyway, so you may want, if you're Facebook friends with me on the Dawn R. Fisher, you may want to become Facebook friends with me on the Dawn Fisher. And right now it has a picture of my Facebook is a picture of Bustifer. I think he's all sprawled out on the couch, my big black and white cat. Anyway, so that was that fun thing. And then Saturday, I had a fun day of stitching with people I've been friends with for, I don't even know how long, 20 some years. We've been stitching together all that time. So I spent the day with them at what we call library stitch. We meet at a library and stitch. And on the way home, I was hungry. So I stopped at McDonald's, pulled out, stopped for the light, and bang, bang, I got hit. I got rear-ended really bad. Like, I think my car is totaled bad. And it wasn't really rear-ended. I don't even know what happened. I did not see him coming. I was just sitting there at the light, and next thing I know, there's a car crashed into the side of me. He's kind of in the back, but against my driver's side door. I'm very lucky. I had a Jeep Cherokee, very solid. You know, the door didn't dent in and hit me at all. And then, of course, he hit me so hard, he pushed me into the car in front of me. So, you know, chain reaction. People ran up right away. There was actually 2 women. I didn't get their names. They were wonderful. They were not even involved. They were actually behind this guy that hit my car, and they were taking pictures of his license plate and getting information because they were going to call the police because he was driving so crazy. So I didn't see their witness statement, but I guess they said they thought he was going about 50. And this is not, I mean, everybody was stopped. It was a stoplight, and he was like weaving in and out of cars. And somebody had said he hit me twice. I don't know how he could have done that. I don't know. I was in shock when it happened. Anyway, he banged into the back of me, and he got out. And actually, he was trying to get his car unhooked from mine because he was probably going to drive away. But for one thing, his front tire was flat, ripped to shreds. Anyway, So these wonderful women came up, and the paramedics, of course, they had already called 911. The paramedics came and helped me get out of my car because I couldn't get out through the driver's side. And if you've ever tried to get out of an SUV with a big thing in the middle and bucket seats, it was a little challenging for me to climb over and get out because I have bad knees. And anyway, but they helped me get out. I was pretty shook up, not hurt. At that time, I was not hurt. Since then, I've had a lot of aches and pains coming up, and I actually went to see the doctor today about it. So anyway, I got lots of pictures. The police came, filed a police report. The guy, I didn't hear it, but from the other people, he was trying to say it wasn't his fault. I don't know how it could have not been his fault because he hit me. I was just sitting there minding my own business. So waiting to get home and eat my French fries. So anyway, I got out. Of course, I was there for 2 hours. It took 2 hours in the hot sun, sitting outside, filling out paperwork, answering questions. Like I said, I was kind of in shock, I guess. And shortly after that, my back started hurting a little bit. I have sciatica, and since then it started acting up again, and I have pains in my shoulder and down my arm, just on my left side. Nothing hit me. I guess I just jerked. I don't know. Anyway, that was not fun. So my wonderful friend, I called my friend Connie, and her husband came and got me and brought me home because, I live by myself. I don't have another car. So it was hard. It was a very long day. It was sad, my poor little car, because when they came to tow them away, actually, while I was standing there talking to the police, my muffler fell off and hit the ground. When they pulled the cars apart, my back tire was it looked like you were turning your car. The tire was bent. So I don't know. I spoke with my brother, Jim, and, because he used to have a Jeep, and he said they don't have frames, because I thought maybe the frame was bent, but he said the back axle is probably broken. So I don't know. I don't know if they're going to total it. It got towed away. I actually went today. I finally got a rental car on Monday. Tried calling your insurance company on Saturday. I mean, I could get through and leave messages, but I couldn't get a rental car until Monday, which is very frustrating to not have a car. And anyway, so I finally got the rental car on Monday and drove around. I went today and to the towing place and got my signed the release form so the insurance company could take the car or look at it or whatever they're going to do with it and appraise it, and or the claims adjuster will go see it, and got all my stuff out of the car, my license plate. I never even thought about that in the insurance. The woman at the insurance company, I have insurance, she said, don't forget to bring your license plate. And so I got everything I could think of. My toll transponder thing, I have these little charms I have hanging off my mirror, and they have some of my husband's ashes in it. So I keep him close. I have a new ring. See, I have a new ring that has ashes. Anyway, so I got that done today. And I went to the doctor, and he didn't do x-rays because nothing's broken. I don't think anything's sprained. It actually took a couple days because that was Saturday. And so it's been like 3 days, and today's the 1st. And the aches have gotten more, up in my shoulder and back. and weird. My hand hurts. I don't know. I don't know what I did. Maybe it got twisted on the, I don't even know. I don't know what happened. It all happened so fast. So anyway, he did give me some ibuprofen to take. So hopefully that'll help with the pain until everything settles back down. Also, the police, the guy that hit me was obviously under the influence. I stayed away from him. I just kind of stuck by myself, and people came over and talked to me. I just went in the shade, and the person I hit, the woman I hit, came and she talked to me, and she had already gotten his insurance information and registration information before the police even got there. And she texted all that to me. And because I was just so confused or out of it, too much happened. But they did take him away. The police arrested him, and I got notified the next day, I think it was, that he was out on bond. So he was definitely arrested, and I don't know what else happened, but I called my insurance, and of course I had to call his insurance and try and make a claim against his insurance. But because even though he had a pretty nice car, he had the lowest coverage in Florida. He had Progressive, and I talked to her, and she said 90% of the people in Florida only have about $10,000 liability on their car. So that would not cover my car repairs, if they're even going to repair it, or the other person's repairs. So I had to go back to my insurance. I don't know if I have to pay the deductible or not. I'll worry about that later. Meanwhile, everything's ready for them to go look at the car, but I'm glad he was arrested. I mean, like I said, it took a while, but anyway, so that was my fun Saturday. So I just kind of came home and relaxed on the couch after that. And then when I woke up on Sunday, I got up and realized my thermostat was off for my air conditioning. So I don't know. I didn't know if we had a power blip or what. So I turned it back on and got it set. Well, it never came on. Actually, the fan just ran continually, which helped. But Monday, I'm not going to go into all the details, but Monday the guy came and checked on it. It was froze up, blah, blah, blah. The condenser is leaking. It needs to be repaired. And what I thought was just going to be a small repair is now going to be a really expensive repair. Even though the air conditioner unit is only 4 years old, the condenser went out or is leaking or whatever. And yeah, my warranty covers that, but it doesn't cover labor. So he said, well, we're going to have 2 guys, and I think it's up in the ceiling. I don't even know where it's at, but 2 guys working on it. And it's probably going to be $700 at least. So, and then the other, just to get it working, he did get it working again and added Freon. I did not know how expensive Freon was. It's like $75 a pound or whatever however they put it in there. But so I had to have 2 pounds of Freon, and of course his coming there and just all this stuff. At least they could come get to me right away. But it is working. I've got it set really high, and I asked him if it's going to last till Monday because I'm going away. So he says, probably. Like, great. So anyway, that's my fun stuff that's been going on. It's like, I keep thinking this year is going to be a good year. Finally, even everything that happened at the beginning of the year, things were starting to calm down. I did get my yard finished. It was beautiful. It cost me a fortune, but it's all cleaned up. My house is still a disaster. I have gotten rid of a few things, but it's just been a lot lately. So with all that, I've been doing a lot of stitching though, so I'm really happy with that. Oh, I should be talking about what I'm working on, but I don't have it in here. So So I've been trying to do that a lot. Just relax, breathe. I'm really looking forward to the retreat. Just get away, be with my friends, maybe have a couple of adult beverages with dinner, that kind of thing. I can go out to dinner with them and they drive and I don't have to. So anyway, so enough of my crazy life. I just want a nice, quiet, normal life for a while. Can I have that? I think I deserve that. So on to more fun things. I love how stitchers enable each other. So Ann Williamson posted on one of the many stitching groups. She was at a retreat and heard about this and posted in one of the stitching groups that I'm in. Actually, I think she put it in a couple of them, about this fun book that some of the people had there. So do you ever get home from a retreat? And if you haven't gone to one, you need to, and wish you'd gotten contact information from other stitchers. Well, you need this book. This is My Stitching Friends. I put a link in the comments section, the description. There's a link to this on Amazon. It's like $10. And you might be able to find it other places. That's just where I found it. But this book is great. I'm taking it this weekend. I hope I remember. So this is an address book for my needlework friends and social media contacts. So it's just a real cute, simple little book. How come nobody thought of this before? It's by Artist Design. And it just, these are just like an address book. It has name, social media handle, mailing address, email address. You don't have to give everything. You can just give your Facebook information, Instagram, Facebook, streaming, website, birthday, important dates, how we met, favorite stitching things, fun friend facts. And it's just pages and pages of all the same. So I may have to buy another one because I do go to a lot of retreats. But anyway, I just thought this was such a great idea, and it's pretty inexpensive. I mean, you could make this yourself, you know, with a 3-ring binder or on your phone. I know you can do stuff on your phone, but this is kind of fun because you can pass it around and then you can put it in your phone or wherever you keep this information. But I just thought this was what a great idea. And it's fairly recent. It came out in 2022. So it's 2019. This one was 2019. So anyway, it's just another fun little thing I found. Thank you for enabling me and a bunch of other people. Now, on to the next fun thing. So EGA, Embroiderers Guild of America, has been offering these online virtual lectures, and they're only like $5, and they have all sorts of them. If you're a member of EGA, I highly recommend this. They have something for everybody. I think the next one I signed up for is on how they make linen, how they actually, from the plant to, you know, the linen we stitch with. So it's things like that, just different types of embroidery, different ages of embroidery. So the last one I took was the Bayeux Tapestry History, Stitchery, and Mystery. And this was a presentation lecture given by Christine Crawford Oppenheimer. And it was live. I mean, it's like a Zoom webinar, but you don't have all the faces. Everybody's muted. You only see, you know, maybe a couple of people and the lecturer and the slide presentation that they're giving. So it's wonderful. She went over, actually, I think they're going to make it available. If you didn't get to see it or watch it when it happened, they're going to make it available. They recorded it, and I think you have to pay like $5 to watch it again. So she went over a lot of the Bayeux tapestry. I'm not going to go into all the the parts of the Bayeux tapestry and everything I learned, but it was really, really interesting. And what I liked is she talked about the stitch they used to create this tapestry, and it's called the Bayeux stitch. So, and we got a full, it may have even been 2 pages full of resources, books, websites, everything where we could go get more information if we wanted to. You can buy kits that are based on sections or a little piece of the Bayeux tapestry, and it comes with the wool because it was all stitched in wool, and gives instructions on that. But the book that I really wanted was Bayeux Stitch by Tanya Bentham. This is a wonderful book. Again, I went on Amazon and got it. I think it was $29.99. You can probably find it other places. I do have the information. Again, in the description, there's a link to Amazon, but there's also the name of the book. And so you can find it on your own if you don't use Amazon. You can find it and get it. This is a recent book. I think this book did come out in, I think this was the one, going through all the cool stuff here. I think this one came out in 2022. I think it's pretty recent anyway. So this is just on how to do the Bayeux stitch. And she discusses the stitch in great detail and offers some wonderful fun designs. I love this kitty licking his butt. I see that like 100 times a day with the 5 kitties I have. I'm surprised none of them are in here. But anyway, she offers these wonderful patterns that are in here and she teaches how to do the different stitches. It's a really, really, really nice book. Talks about different sections. Here's some fun little designs and how to do the stitches. Now, she says, Tanya says, the stitch is better called laid and couched work because it was a very common stitch. It was not just used in the Bayeux tapestry. It was used on a lot of things were stitched with it during this time frame. And she also talks about split stitch and stem stitch, which are commonly used with this laid and couched work. She goes over all the different, I love this. I've been thinking about getting one of the kits, but now I have this, but she talks about all the different items you need, the types of wool, which I have no wool. I may try it with floss because that's what I do. And she just talks about all that, how to do the stitches. She gives clear, large pictures. It's done a little different than what I would have thought. So here's a little information about it. Laid and couched work is often known by the name of the work most people associate with it, Bayeux stitch, or sometimes the Icelandic term, which I'm not going to be able to pronounce, rifilsummer. Anyway, she says she prefers laid and couch work because although the Bayeux tapestry is the most famous historical example of this stitch, it is by no means the only example. And many of the other surviving examples are perhaps better executed from a technical point of view, although they don't always display the same joyous sense of life. It says this stitch was used for a whole series of altar frontals through the Middle Ages, most specifically in Iceland and Greenland, or Iceland and Germanic countries, including the altar front of a church in Iceland that I can't pronounce. So anyway, there's a lot of detail. I have not read everything yet. I've just kind of glanced through it. But like I said, she gives very good instructions. It's kind of like you do a bunch of just straight stitches across, and then you tie it down with another stitch going the other direction to hold it in place. And she actually gives examples of how to do it, how not to do it, which is always good, how it not should look, or how it should not look, whatever. So anyway, here's more demonstrations. And then of course she gives these wonderful patterns. She talks about, I love this one. I may have to do this one. If you can see it, it's all kitties licking their butts and making biscuits and being crazy and that kind of stuff. But you know, all these patterns are in here. I mean, this is fabulous, just fabulous. So anyway, I highly recommend this book. If you like stitches and learning about stitches and trying new stitches, she kind of shows how she works through the design. I can't recommend this book enough. Again, that's the Bayeux Stitch by Tanya Bentham. She also has Opus Angelicum, I think, another book out that looks fabulous too, but it's more gold work and things I don't normally do. So I'm going to be trying this. This is not going to be our stitch of the month because I haven't even tried it yet. But anyway, I haven't tried it, but it's on my list, and it will be one of the stitches I learn in the near future. I'm going to try it with floss. What the heck? You know, I got lots of floss laying around. Now, yay, it's time for, it's August 1st. Yeah, I'm a little late. I'm a day late, but and a lot of dollars short now. But it's time for the next stitch of the month. So this is a fun stitch. I found it when I was working on my Stitch a Day sampler. And if you haven't seen this, this is in my Etsy shop. There are 365 different stitches and variations of stitches. So you can do a stitch each day. So the outline is one stitch and the center is another stitch. And I have sold a lot of these. I'm trying to find, this is the stitch we're going to be doing right here. It's much prettier in person. I'll show you it up close. So this is called Darmstadt, and this is a modified version of it. Very simple stitch, famous last words. It's all straight stitches, nothing too complicated about it. I had to look it up, but Darmstadt is a city in Germany. If I'm not pronouncing that correctly, I'm really sorry. I don't know foreign languages, so I should, but I don't. So anyway, this is the next stitch of the month, and you can't see it very good on the chart, but it's here on the chart. If you can see it now, because I did it in a very light color, but it's here on, oh, here it is. I can show you on the actual sampler. Oh no. Well, I guess I left it in the other room. I'm going to have to take a break. Excuse me, it's been like a rough few days. Hold on, let me go get the sample I stitched. Okay, I found it. It actually had fallen on the floor, but I also found Miss Elphaba. This is my Elphaba kitty, huh? She's looking at me like, why am I up here? Anyway, but I talk about my cats a lot, but this is my baby. She's the youngest. She was the last litter of Mama's, the cat that kept having litters under my house. She was the last litter before I had Mama spayed. So anyway, great. Now I am covered in black cat hair. Anyway, Elphaba's she's the sweetest kitty. She loves everybody and everybody loves her. So back to Stitch of the Month. I think I've had too much caffeine, but I need it. I haven't slept well lately, needless to say. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but I can show it under the other camera when I get to that point. They're kind of It's right there. I did it in Spring Garden, which is a very pastel. To me, it looks like Easter. It's a very pastel. It's got pinks and yellows and greens. It's really, really pretty. It's one of my favorite sulky colors. And then there's a little stitch in the center of it. So here's your stitch. And then across here, there's another stitch. And I did that with yellow, so it would kind of pop. So again, I'm going to show you as usual. I will show a PowerPoint and go over the stitch, and then I will demonstrate the stitch for you. I think you'll like it. Last month, the stitch was pretty involved and had a lot of different things going on. But this one's, to me, is fairly simple, although I did make a mistake and take stuff out because it happens to everybody. If you ever think, I'm scared to do this because I might make a mistake, we have all made mistakes. I have things I haven't finished because I've screwed them up so bad. I had to like throw them away and start all over again. So everybody makes mistakes. You just have to get used to that. Sometimes you can fake your way through it, make it fudge it, make it work. I've done that plenty of times. I don't usually do that on pieces that I've designed and I am teaching or selling because I want my sample to look how it's supposed to look. Now, that's not to say I don't have mistakes on them. It's just I've made the mistake, I figured it out, I fixed it and went on. And sometimes things go into timeout when they don't behave and they have a lot of, they're being difficult and you have to fix a lot of things. You can just set them aside, work on something that's fun, and then move on. So, okay, I'm going to bring up the PowerPoint, like I said, and then demonstrate it for you. So hold on, let me bring that up. Okay, so I hope you can see this. Again, even on the chart, when I create my charts, I make the color I use. So the color for this thread is very light, but you can see what it's supposed to look like with the diagram. So what this diagram is, it's a full stitch, which ends, actually 17, 18 is the stitch furthest to the right. And then the next stitches start the next stitch. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches across the row. There are 6 of these stitches. So it's very simple. So this starts even with the edge, and you're going to start down 5 threads. At least that's where I started. If you're leaving just 2 threads between each row of your stitching on your sampler, you will start down 5 threads and come up at 1. But you come up wherever you need to come up to make your row so it will fit. So the first stitch, 1, 2 is over 2 threads, and then 3, 4 is over 4 threads, 5, 6 is over 6 threads, and each one you're moving up and going one longer. Now on 7, 8, you're going to come up 1 thread over and 1 thread up from 5, but you're only going to go down 4 threads. So the next 3 stitches or steps in this stitch are over 4 threads. So you're going to do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 13, you're going to move over 1 thread, down 1 thread, and come up at 13, go over 6 threads, then 4 threads, then 2 threads. Then when you do step 17, 18, you're going to come up at 19, which is again in that center section. And you're going to come up in the same hole as 12, step 12, come up there for 19, 20 over 4 threads, do 21, 22, 23, 24. All of those are over 4 threads. Then you're going to move over to step 17, 18 and count over 1 thread, up 1 thread, and that is step 25, 26, which is the same as step 3, 4 on your first stitch. So each stitch is going to look the same. So you just work your way across the row. Now, if you want to just work your way across and do all the top halves and then go back and fill the bottom, those bottom 3 on each one, you can do that however you want to do it. This is how I learned it. So this is how I diagrammed it. And then once you get the whole row done, you're going to thread up with your other color. Like I said, I used yellow to kind of pop it. Have a little pop of color in the center of it. So you're going to come up at A, which is underneath step 5, 6. You're not going to go over step 5, 6. You're going to kind of move it over to the side and come up in the center. So you're going to cover the 4 threads in the center. So you're going to come up at A, count over 4 threads and go down at B. And again, you do not go over step 13, 14. It's kind of going to tuck underneath step 5, 6 and 13, 14. And then just work your way across, filling in that section. So, or that center part. So I'm going to bring up my camera and I will demonstrate the stitch for you. And I'm hoping it will make more sense that way. So hold on, here we go. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to be doing this in the dark blue because it shows up better. So I have come up in the correct spot for step 1, and I'm going to go count down 2 threads. So that's over 2. And then step 3, 4 is 1 thread up and over. So it's over 4 threads. And then 5, 6 is over 6 threads. Now, the next 3 stitches are going to be over 4 threads. So I'm going to come up here for step 7, count down 4 threads, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to do 3 stitches the same size. Then I'm going to start step 13 is 1 thread over and down. So 13, 14, which will end up being even here with that, with step 5, 6. So that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now, as I said, what you could do is just continue across and do all your stitches so they look like this, and then come back across and fill in these spots. But I'm going to do it the way I have it diagrammed. So that was 17, 18. I'm going to come up at 19, which shares a hole with 12. And you want to make sure you go 1 thread beyond, so you're over 4 threads. So there's 21, 22, 23, 24. So there is 1 stitch. Now I'm going to start my next stitch. I'm going to come over here and do step 25, 26, which is the same as step 3, 4. So it's over 4 threads. And then you're just going to continue across the row. I don't have enough thread to do very many more stitches, but that's how you're going to work across the row. Okay. Then when you have all your stitches done, you're going to come back with your contrasting color, or you can use the same color if you want also. And you're going to kind of move step, is that 5, 6 aside and come up so you're underneath it. And then you're going to go down under step 13, 14. Let's see if I can zoom in a little more so you can see that better. There, let me focus. Okay, it's kind of focused, but that's, ooh, would that make a cute fish? There we go. Anyway, that's how that stitch works. Again, you just want to make sure, I just kind of use my needle, or you can use your finger and pull that step aside. You do not want to catch that stitch. But that is the Darmstadt. Sorry, I don't have a German accent, and this is modified. I don't know what the modifications are. I don't know if I changed it. I don't remember. But anyway, and let me see. I can pull mine up. Oops, yeah, it's still pretty light. Let me zoom in a little more. So that is mine. And this is why I don't use colors, because they're kind of washed out. But the center of these is actually yellow. And then these are the beautiful, what is it? What did I use? A spring garden, it's called, with the pale pink and yellow and blue colors. And then the buttercream bright yellow center. But everything gets kind of washed out with the camera. So I am going to change back and talk for a second, and then I'll be done. So that is it for FlossTube number 39. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it. Don't forget to like, comment, all that. I hope you liked it. I love comments. I try and answer all of them. Don't forget to share your photos on the Stitch of the Month page. You don't have to share the Stitch of the Month sampler. It's a Stitch of the Month Facebook page. The link is in the description or comments section. And just share photos of what you're working on. I'm not really good about pushing my Facebook groups, but be sure to show your progress if you're working on a stitch a day. This one's so much fun. I've had a lot of people have started this and are enjoying it. Be sure to follow me on all my things. Again, all the links are posted below, and I guess that's it. I'm going to go sit and relax and maybe have some ice cream or something. So hopefully I will see you on the 15th of August, and I can tell you about the retreat and some other fun things. Yay, something fun that I've been doing. So again, thank you, and I will see you on the 15th.